Okay, I'm gonna go.
This is the story of how we got demonetized.
That is the story how we got demonetized. And we're live.
Wait, no, don't break me. Did this have the stream started already?
No, so then
Yes, it has started. Shut up.
Good chat. I have a feeling our sound isn't going to go through.
You don't think? Oh.
I can't hear you, so then.
I know, because I was on mute. You don't think?
If someone can open the stream faster than I can, because my internet's being a bitch.
I've got the stream open.
Can you hear us?
You don't think?
Sorry.
Oh.
I can't hear you, so then.
I know, because I was on mute. You don't think? It's on mute. It's working.
Good. Good.
Wait, so they can't hear us?
They can hear you. They can hear you. They can hear you plenty. Okay. Hi! We are back! Wait, I'm hoping it went through. I don't know if it went through because who knows, but okay, it's going great. Welcome back for another fun-filled season of Box Guys! Yeah! We are thrilled to be back, guys. It's been a cold, long 96-something days where we didn't have no Formula One. Well, actually, I digress. I think we had a bit too much Formula One action actually over the winter break for my liking. But before we get into the news, into the drama that is the Bahrain Grand Prix, we thought we would do one quick introduction because we have been posting all about ourselves for the last few days. So ladies and gent, go ahead and like say your name and give us a one-liner about your Formula One experience. Yeah, let's make it that deep. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Asay because she's very smart. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so my name is Saya. I am a part of Goss, and Formula One to me is like, in a sense, Formula One to me is seeing a bunch of characters go through life and going through I don't know. Would I call this something relatable when you lose your seat to a paid driver? I don't know, but that's life.
Yeah, that is.
It can be quite inspiring sometimes, Formula One.
No,
it really can.
That makes sense for sure. All right, Afi.
Hi, my name's Afi, or Mrs. Schumacher. Formula One to me is something that is very easy to bond over with a lot of people, like football or basketball is to other people. But instead, this one is a bit of a more unique sport because it involves a whole different team with engineers.
Yes, hey, I forgot we just needed the one sentence. This is like a
monologue.
monologue.
Okay, wait, finish, Setup. Oh my goodness, jeez. But yeah, Formula One is a great place to bond over and have different opinions with different people, and it's a lot of fun. Also, start your fantasy teams and remove what's his face Red Bull off it. Remove it. They're so unreliable. Anyway, sorry, I'm done.
Okay, Selim, take us away.
Speaking of P5 and P6, how's Mercedes doing, ladies?
Okay, you know what? Go away. No one's asked you for your opinion.
P first and P4. Excuse you.
My name is Selim. I'm the wild card of the group. As you can see, I am not one of the girls who bitch about Formula One. I'm the guy who bitches about Formula One. Haha. Formula One has been a huge part of my life, and last year I got to go to the Turkish Grand Prix, and I will never shut up about it.
Amen. And then I am your gorgeous, your beautiful, your most amazing, gorgeous person, Sedem. And Formula One to me is just heartaches and vibes and champagne, or as I like to say, rosé. So clink, clink, cheers to all of you people. We currently have no one that we're viewing to, which is totally fine. But we're going to keep going because we are...
Who's one person?
I don't know. There was someone. We love you! You are not no one. Anyway, let's just go straight. Now, I bet you today's probably going to be a bit of a long one. I'm not going to lie. We like to keep our runtime to 45 minutes, but there was so much drama that happened over the winter break. We need to go into it. We need to discuss. And then we'll go on to Bahrain and just take it from there. So let's do it. There's the winter break, which was a mess. Which was a mess. I mean, I think the last race of the season, if all y'all don't remember, kicked us off for like just pain. Just a lot of pain. I mean, where do we even begin? I mean, there was the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix in itself, which kicked off an investigation, which forced also a certain 7-time world champion to completely ghost us on social media, even while he got his knighthood. It was wild. There was the collective meltdown and shedding of 1,002 billion tears over a certain McLaren driver personal life, which...
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I know we said we weren't going to talk about it, but like, I mean, that was a big news. That made news. That brought like Ginny Gao out of like the what's it called? Out of like her break, and like that was the first thing that she's talked about on F1 about F1 the year. That was how bad it was. So I'm sorry. Then we have no TV footage of the what's it called, of the testing. So we all got bits and pieces. Kind of. I don't know if anyone caught it, but like I know I didn't catch it.
They had press releases during that and print stuff about all the times. Also, I know myself. I didn't watch the testing. I'm sorry, I'm admitting it right now.
I know that I tried to find like testing results, and thank you to WTF1. Also, congrats on 1 billion subscribers. But they were the only people that I could really get any information on it, or if it wasn't from like the F1 Instagram, that's literally the only place I could find it. And a lot of it was misleading. I don't know what Mercedes was doing. Sometimes they did really well, and then on the other ones they decided they didn't want to do anything. It was very confusing. I didn't really understand it, so I'm personally just going to ignore it. Except I'm not going to ignore the Ferraris because they're cheating. They're doping.
They're not joking. Don't stop that. Please. Let's not stop that now. Please. Afi, I beg. Please. They were showing signs of improvement last season. You can't just come out there and say that they're doping. Anyway, I digress. Then there was the changing of the calendar completely. Before the season even began, with the permanent droppage of a certain Grand Prix and a certain sponsor from a certain F1 team and a certain driver, to which we say good riddance. Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was not a fan of that Grand Prix anyway. I really didn't like that driver. I am now happy that I can say we welcome all 20 drivers back onto the grid rather than saying 19 again. Like, I am so happy that, like, I'm at peace. So, like, I'm sorry, like, the war, we stand with Ukraine. We've already said that. But, like, you know, this... Anyway, basically what's to say is that we didn't need Drive to Survive at all this break. The drama was plenty. Girls, Salam, what are your thoughts?
McCaffrey. Hi, McCaffrey.
Oh, he's back.
We stand with Maz.
I'm going to have you personally blocked. McCaffrey, have you heard? We don't need him.
Some Russian oligarch has McCarthy in his pocket, I'm telling you.
I'm sure he was the guy that I saw on the Russian oligarch's yacht when I was in Croatia. Bet.
Your sugar daddy, McCarthy, tell us.
I would just like to say regarding the whole Mazepin thing, I think there's a lot of misunderstanding as to why he's not there, even though, you know, he is a sexual part there. Let's not. I would just like to say that before people start to make their opinions on this situation, they need to understand the effect that his family has on the war. Once you understand the effect that his family has on the war, then you'll get it, okay? But I think that's my 2 cents, because a lot of the people I've heard, especially from school, are very upset. They're like, "Oh, that's not fair," blah blah blah. Yes, it's not fair that he doesn't get to drive. Tough. His family has very close ties to the Russian government. But for all the other athletes who like football players, right, for the World Cup, who can't.
Also Iris Skidova. I don't believe it. Her name. And she was also she's a Russian W Series racer who also isn't participating this year.
I don't know if she has any ties to the Russian government like Mazepin's family does, but like to those players, then actually boo to make they don't get to play. It's a shame, but Mazepin has very close ties to this war, so that's why that's my choice.
Yeah, but also a lot of athletes have been using this as an excuse for why they were dropped. They could have just been dropped because of poor performance.
Which is true, which is fair. He was not a good driver to begin with.
True. because Mazepin didn't get to that seat by his Formula 2 performance, by his Formula 3 performance. I doubt he was ever in Formula 3 anyways. So, like, he has nothing to prove. He got there with sponsorship money. He lost his sponsorship. He got dropped. He needs to stop being a cry fucking baby about it.
But like he was,
Good riddance is all we need to say on this topic, because there's a much more important topic. Hamilton's retirement almost happened.
Oh, you.
As a Formula 1 fan, no, let me explain. As a Formula 1 fan, sitting there for the length of 2, 3, 4 weeks, thinking that Hamilton was going to retire, was sad. I don't want him to retire.
Same.
But a lot of winter break was spent speculating whether he was. And I'm really happy he took a break from social media. And I don't get why people blame him for it.
No,
I
I can't believe there was people.
He needed that space to breathe.
Yeah.
And it's like he went through something that was so awful. Only he knows what the brevity of that is. And he needed that space to breathe and recuperate and gather his thoughts. And you know, as sad as I am to see him go, I agree with you, Selma. It would be sad to see Lewis Hamilton go. At the same time, if he left, I would have understood.
I agree.
I really would.
I agree. I mean, like, that was a scary, I won't lie. I think that was a scary moment, but I will say this. As it got longer, and, like, as Toto Wolff kept on saying things, I was like, the mate's coming back. I think he's fine. I think he just needs a moment. I think he'll be back. Because there's too much, for him, also, it's an ego thing. There's too much unfinished business for him to walk away like that. And let all that happen get to him. So, like, I am thrilled that he is back. I am so glad he's, like, welcome back, mate. Thank you for gracing us. Also, his fashion sense has been amazing these last 2 Grand Prix.
I don't agree with his statement that he doesn't crash into people. I respect him. He's a much more mature driver than Verstappen. He spent most of his career crashing by accident as well. So,
hey,
some hypocrisy there. But then again, I haven't seen a single Formula 1 driver who's not a hypocrite.
Fair. Anyway, Afi.
Can I was raising my hand for too long. I don't remember what I was going to say. Next topic.
I was going around asking you what was, like, the big things that, like, for everyone. So, I mean, the Fishika, you went on to start talking about Mazepin. I don't want to say his name. And then, what's it called?
No, wait. I remember what I was going to say about Lewis's retirement. I honestly didn't think he was going to retire. To be completely honest, every time when there was that speculation, I did not think he was going to retire. Just because I understood if he would, because it felt, he may have felt like the entire corporation that he works for wasn't having his back. But the reason why I didn't think he was going to retire is because he still had, like, left on his contract, right?
No, I think he can walk away whenever he wants.
No, yes. The thing is, he still had a year left on his contract. So, like, I don't think he would just leave. That was my rationale behind it. I don't know.
Anywho, we are grateful that he is back. And yes, obviously, man was just designing some new clothes. Allow him. I mean, first of all, we have another fashionista on the grid as well. Zhao's coming with the heat. I think he wore Gucci or Prada.
It was Prada.
But I live there. Fellow countryman.
You are a resident of his country of citizenship, my friend. Anyway, so but yeah, does anyone else have anything more to say before I move on? Because, like, there was a lot.
I would just like to say that women in motorsport, girls who follow motorsport, okay, I understand. I understand. Hello? Please don't come in. Anyways, girls who follow motorsport, I understand that we can get very invested in the drivers' lives.
Oh, I thought this was going somewhere else.
Oh no, they have lives outside of the sport, and
yes,
my joke of being Mrs. Schumacher and Mrs. Stroll is literally just a joke unless they ever want to hit me up, but they probably won't because they have lives and they don't know who I am. lady.
The fact that I like to remind Afi of every day.
Please, let's keep our thirsting to a minimum.
No. Wait, I actually kind of want to disagree with this for 2 seconds. Give me the floor. I have cut you off. Give me the floor.
2 seconds.
I need a moment because honestly, I also need like the men of Formula One to also respect the fact that women and gay people, whatever your flavor is, we all have likes and we all have interests, and yes, we may draw closer to other drivers because we find them more attractive. Now, for me personally, I don't understand that. I mean, honestly, there is one driver on the grid that I would actually consider remotely good looking. Maybe 2 or 3 more that I would say could possibly are conventionally attractive. But like everyone, I mean, like I don't understand that. And I personally am not a fan of the heavy thirsting. I agree with Afi on that level. But on that note, I don't care. Like, you shouldn't be able to be... No, wait. You should be able to be free to like the person that you need to like. But just remember that they do have lives outside of F1. They will not be coming on their white chariot F1 car to come and get you and, and whisk you away and make you their wife. Please. That's not happening.
That's fine, you can thirst, right? But the thing is, when it starts to be an issue, when you're starting to freak out over the fact that they actually are in an actual relationship with a completely different person, that's when it becomes a bit of an obsession and a problem. That's where my issue comes from.
I agree.
But
okay.
I literally don't care because that then starts to affect their lives. You know, poor Lando when that happened. But ladies and gents and thems, like, go ahead and do what you need to do and like whoever you want to like. But the thing is, don't let that overtake the actual sport, if you know what I mean.
Okay, McAfee should just go away. He's just trolling us now, laughing at Meghan Markle. Do you have a crush on her? By all means, you can enjoy her too, but like she's married, so I don't know what you're on about. Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Prince Harry holding it down. And Meghan. Good for you people.
Argument, and this is my base to say, but I was just reminded that it happened. Was it Christian Horner? I think it was Christian Horner who said something about girls only liking Formula One because they like the drivers.
He's a stupid idiot. He was a stupid idiot. He should catch these hands. I'm not even kidding. When he said that, it was actually very insulting when he said that.
It was so stupid. Why would you say that?
Silly. Like, what does it matter if you like the guys because they're hot? Like, the whole industries that are built off of that have made money off of that. And it's like now you're
Laughs and BTS.
Saying, that's an issue there. And girls out. You're coming out to make that a bit of an issue now.
He's jealous no one likes him. Christian, he's jealous no one likes him.
No, and then also to flip it back on him, he's married to a Spice Girl. Respect to Jerry Howell. You are a legend. Like, I really love her. But, like, let's not be honest. Like, she's gorgeous.
If he can admit that F1 drivers are attractive, then he also seems to be appealed somewhat to. And what he's saying is critical. Because a lot of guys who are following F1 are only following for the cars. Like you could bring so many different things into it and say the same thing. Like, Christian likes to just speak. You know, he's like me. No, that's insulting to me. I was gonna say that he's like me if I was a team principal, but that's very insulting to me. So please don't ever say that to me. But if I was a team principal, I think I would be able to be a little bit more inclusive to everyone who likes to watch this sport. Christian, what's his problem?
He just likes to cause. He just wants to cause us problems. That's what he wants to do.
No offense to the W Series. I just don't like the idea of the W Series. And if I did watch the W Series, I'd watch it for the racing. I wouldn't watch it to follow the drivers.
Fair enough.
And you know what? And I agree with
Sorry.
No, sorry, Fisher could go ahead. I'm sorry. You see, look at us being nice.
Isn't it a wonderful
Well,
thing?
here. What got into you guys?
Yeah, look at us being nice.
Here. I'll make it spicy in here. Hamilton brought that shitbox into third place last weekend.
Good for him.
Please, I don't want to do this anymore with Esmeralda still here.
I didn't say the driver's bad. I said the car is. Okay, here's the thing. The car has problems, and those problems will get fixed at some point, and then Mercedes.
And this is a great chance to segue into the Bahrain Grand Prix. And ladies and gentlemen, so
this made me laugh. McAfee's comment is very funny to me. He said, "Red girls' lives matter."
McAfee, I'm going to ban you from here. McAfee, I'm coming to ban you from here. I'm coming. I am coming.
And you know what? Like, if you brought them back, I would be happy. So long as you also made inclusions to bring other women into different aspects of the sport. I actually wouldn't mind that.
And
I really wouldn't.
And that's why I understand the need for W racing, because at the moment there isn't a direct avenue for women to get into Formula One. I mean, like, I'm feeling for Jamie Chadwick at the moment, who is now
Chadwick chose to continue a second season in W Series instead of going into Formula 2 because no sponsors would take her.
Exactly.
Half of it is her fault. Half of it is the sponsor's fault. But it's the W Series.
I'm wondering what Williams is even doing with her. Honestly, like, personally, like, I'm wondering what they're doing with her, because, like, someone actually pointed it out on Twitter that she isn't a spring chicken technically anymore. She's 23. So, like, it's becoming a bit of an issue, and I think that's the only reason why she had to go back to the W Series, is because, like, no one is giving her an opportunity, and it breaks my heart. I mean, I'm looking even also at Naomi Schliff. I think, isn't she going back to W Series eventually, or she's just now a Sky Sports pundit now? For good.
No. She's going to the Queens for season 2.
Good. But
the W Series should be the women's equivalent of Formula 2.
But it's not.
Not the women's equivalent of Formula 1.
It should be, but it's not. Looking at an engineering perspective, they are two completely different sports. And women can do the same thing as men. And
I'll say that, especially in Formula 1.
Right? Well, why can't we just put them in F1? Why? Why do we need to have two
money to get?
Because if we're going to go off and say that the team needs to be one sex or one gender or whatever we want to
it's
say,
not.
then we need to keep the engineers all male. We need to keep the pit crew all male. We need to keep the team principals all male. But no, we have female engineers in the sport, so why can't we have female drivers?
And then, like, all the PR people are female. So we need male PR people.
And the hospitality wants some women who are a part of that as well too.
Yeah, exactly. So to McAfee's point, the grid girls are technically have been disposed to somewhere else. Anyway.
And even if we were to bring in women, why can't we have them be test drivers?
They are. They are. Someone has been signed to Alpine as a test driver. I forgot her name.
Yeah, they used her as a PR stunt in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. They don't take her seriously. She's not a test driver. She's a Alpine associate. Like, something stupid. Like a stupid title. Right?
Anyway. Anyway, you know, we could go on and on and on about this. And, like, honestly, we pray. That's how it gets done. But, y'all, we were 30 minutes into the show, and we should probably start talking about the Bahrain Grand Prix. Don't you think?
There's so much to discuss with what happened in the off season, though. We could have a show dedicated to the off season.
We could, and let us know in the chat if you think that might be a good idea. If we should come back 1 week early to just bitch about the off season, and we might bring it back maybe for the summer break. Because, or like on Twitter at BoxBoxGoss, F1, or Instagram, whichever your flavor of social media. Let us know, because I think this actually would probably make for a good show, and we could do it for the summer. So anyway, on to the Bahrain GP. I'm going to go through the quality results really, really quickly. So we have Charles Leclerc coming at hot and pole. And then we have Max Verstappen coming in second, which actually was very good. I was very surprised at looking at that hot lap. I was actually kind of surprised. Anyway, and then Carlos Sainz bringing up the rear in third. And I would just like to say that Mercedes, we are not there yet. My friends, we are not there yet at all. This was not our race. This may not be our year. I don't know. Actually, I have faith, but like, looking up those laps, I was.
I mean, like, it may not really seem like it's our year. It will get, the year keeps going. It's just the first race. I think what this shows right now is who is well prepared for this new era. Another testing, and who needs another testing session? I'm going to say who needs another testing session.
Because listen, okay. Mercedes did this to us last season, where they start off their season like ass, and then in the middle they decide that they want to actually, I don't know, work. So why do they keep doing this to us? What have we done to deserve this?
I think.
What have we done?
I think that's an idea for your self-reflection.
Look, it's a new season. Ferrari got a lot more tunnel because of the new regulations. Ferrari got a lot more wind tunnel time, which is why their car is essentially better at the beginning of the season. But now that there's an engine freeze, so there will be no upgrades to the engines up until 2026. And Mercedes have space to develop. The only problem they're having right now is porpoising, which is amazing. Anyways, the only problem they're having right now is the porpoising. The moment they fix that, and the moment they sort out some issues with their chassis, they're going to be back up to where they are.
Isn't that the demo that I think you shared it on our Twitter, where they were doing a dance and it was like was that the porpoising bit? Was that them doing porpoising? We are not a technical channel at all, so please do not expect us to be technical. Selim is the only one here that's doing technicalness.
This is my issue. Why can't Mercedes come into the season prepared? Why?
Come in. They started with
the car. Me too. I can come in with a Kia Picanto and also try and drive on the track and hit my car off development throughout the entire season.
You spend the whole season developing the car in not a physical vacuum, in a social vacuum where you have no point to compare yourself to. There's probably no way the Mercedes could have known that they're slower than the rest of the grid.
That's a good point.
I don't care. They keep doing this to me, and I feel gaslighted.
They need time. They need time.
I can't believe that Selim, who is not a Mercedes fan, who's not a Mercedes fan at all, is the one that is comforting Afi, one of the die-hardest Mercedes fans that actually maybe not as die-hard to say, maybe more die-hard than Afi.
The wonders never cease, honestly.
Wonders never cease. This season, this new era, Chale, it's giving. But look, let's not feel too bad. At least we're better prepared than McLaren was. Chale, that was disaster. Anyway, moving on, because we'll get to them. Hey, McLaren. Yeah. Anyway, and I'm sorry that my accent keeps changing. If I sound like an American at one point, then I sound Ghanaian, then I sound Australian at another point. I do apologize. I don't know where I am. Let's get on to the race. It is a Ferrari. 1 and 2.
Remove their flag from the thing. They're doping. Give them a white paper. That's their flag. They're doping.
Look, I'm going to be happy for the Tifosi. I am going to be thrilled. That anthem slaps. Anyway, look, that anthem totally slaps. I am very happy for them.
I love that.
And I mean, you go back to applying and tell us someone who really just outdid himself throughout the entire weekend. Someone very specific. Very
Charles Leclerc.
No! Exactly.
Who?
Kevin fucking Magnussen, welcome back. We missed you, buddy.
Hey, Magnussen. There was a meme that I saw that was hilarious. It basically was of them in 2020. Of Gunther and Gunther Steiner and Magnussen saying, Gunther Steiner saying to Magnussen, okay, listen, here's the plan. We're gonna let you go. You'll go for a year holiday, and then we'll get these Russian wankers in to come and give us money and help us develop the car, and then we'll bring you back in 2022. And then in 2022 when they're celebrating, he's like, I love when a plan comes together. It's brilliant. It's so good. Magnussen, welcome back.
Honestly, my favorite is like those dominoes where it's the fall of the USSR and then Magnussen getting a 5th place in Bahrain.
I'm just so happy for the team with what they have gone through in the last year. I cannot imagine, but it has been the last few years haven't been easy on Haas. So to see them coming back with a 5th place position and points, like, it really does warm my heart, to be honest.
I completely agree. Sedan, please check the feedback and also the line.
I am taking a look at it, thanks.
It's looking like ass. Oh, sorry, it's looking like McLaren, but McLaren glows. Okay, sorry.
I don't want to talk about this, but we almost. Last year at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, I talked about the perfect Formula One, right? No Russians, no pay drivers, the elite feeling of Monaco and stuff. We almost had it. And now it's ruined again, but we almost had it. That's all I'm going to say. We were almost back to that elite sport, literal sport, with real rule regulations, because the we didn't even talk about the restructuring of the FIA.
Oh, that's important.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That was actually a very important thing that happened because that's how crazy the winter off season was. But I digress.
Happened. Anyways, we almost had our sport back, right? If I could go back to 2018, I would.
Which was a good year.
2018 was such a good year. I looked at the studies. 2018 was the one year from 2014 all the way up until like 2020 where we had as many different winners. So like Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari had the same amount of wins in 2018. That was a good season. And then it all went
next season.
I thought that was 2017.
No, that was 18.
No, 2017. Oh no, I was thinking 2016 when Rosberg won. That was a mess.
That guy. No, can I just say that I'm very happy that one W Series driver is on. She's very beautiful. I love her. I'm very obsessed with her.
Emily Swift?
Yes, I'm so happy that she's there because maybe Rosberg won't be coming back onto that.
I like Rosberg, though.
Why do you like Rosberg? Why do you like Rosberg? I say, why? Turn off your video and go somewhere else.
Why do you not like Rosberg?
Like, he makes some really durable points.
Oh no, sorry, I'm lying.
Did he say something wrong?
No, he's just annoying. I never liked him. He just really ticked me off every time I saw his face.
You just don't like him because he beat Hamilton fair and square in the same car.
No, because he's a douche.
He is a douche. He's a douche.
And Hamilton isn't.
No, you see, there is a fine line between being a douche and just being arrogant.
Sorry again, Albon. Poor Albon. Lost so many podiums.
Oh, it wasn't his fault. That was done on purpose. Anyways, next comment.
That came through as it was a mistake that was done on purpose. I really hope that's what you said.
Don't gaslight me.
We're gaslighting you. Anyway, So no, you guys, we are getting far off track. We're talking about drivers that talking about drivers that's not even here. Anyway, look, there was a lot that happened. Verstappen's battle with Leclerc. I want to just quickly get to that because I feel bad for Red Bull. The way they had a catastrophic failure.
All three cars. Driver. My new favorite team.
All three cars just one caught on fire.
Yuki Tsunoda came through for that.
Yes.
God bless Yuki Tsunoda.
I bet you he is so short. He snuck in to the Red Bull garage and like messed with something, and then messed with Pierre's car so he could be the only Honda Red Bull engine finisher in that race.
I don't mind. Anyway, but I'm just sad that like it took them right until the end, and then the cars decided, nope, our Ghost needs to go, so we're ghosting.
Anyone playing F1 Fantasy, remove Red Bull off your team because if Jeddah this weekend, if in Jeddah they
I'm on
my team. No, Verstappen is currently on my fantasy team, right? But
Yeah, I'm open with
if
it.
their car decides to just, I don't know, explode during the thing, I'm like literally off my team so quickly. That's my advice. Very unreliable. Even Carlos Sainz said it, and I love him. So that's my 2 cents. 3 cents even.
Coming back to the battle between Verstappen and Leclerc, that gives me hope. That looked so good. That looked very close. Not a lot of dirty air. DRS was actually somewhat efficient.
Mm-hmm.
I actually liked it. It gives me hope, right? I think we're going to get some good racing.
My only thing about that was that I'm actually kind of surprised at Verstappen kind of choking a few times. It looked like the lockup, and when he tried to overtake him for the third time, I was kind of surprised about that. I was like, that's not someone with the experience that you should have that should be doing that in a close battle like that. So,
Okay, but the cars are very, very mean.
yeah, fair enough.
There's a lot of slack that we can cut.
Yeah.
A lot of drugs.
That's very true.
I think we can
Much less downforce.
Much for
less.
the first 3 Grand Prix. But if this is an issue that continues happening, because Verstappen's really big lockup at that one corner was not good. Like it really screwed him up.
Yeah, but a lot of drivers did it. Perez did it.
I'm not saying
it.
I understand that, but the thing is, if this happens for 3 consecutive races, the first 3 races, I don't think that's good. I think it could be a mistake from him instead of the car.
It's not the car though. No, they're all driver mistakes. They're just not used to the car.
No, exactly.
Right, exactly. Which is why I think she's saying that like it's probably not going to be. This probably will not happen again. But if it continues happening again, then something's up with Verstappen. But like this time around, like it's car. We blame car.
We blame them not being used to the car.
That too. Red Bull do not prepare their drivers well. Anyway, so I feel for Red Bull, but that was
keep their drivers.
That too. At that point. Also, Helmut Marko, thunder fire you. You know what you did. I heard your comments in for Saudi Arabia. Thunder fire you.
What did he say?
I don't want to repeat it because it was borderline racist. Because
Why is he still there?
I don't know why he's there. I don't know why. In fact, it was kind of racist. People were trying to say. Never mind. I don't want to get into it. Anyway. Also, I would like to congratulate. What else? Who else do I want to congratulate? Okay, I want to also just shout out to Mercedes real quick. They got P3 and P4. It was luck. Anyway, the luck of the Irish were there.
2 Red Bulls disqualified themselves. Like, I wouldn't call that a victory. I don't call McLaren's win in Italy a victory.
I call that Ferrari. I call that F1 being cruel. That's what I call it. So, Mercedes, congratulations. I'm happy we have points. Yay, points. And I also want to congratulate Zhao on his rookie finish. He got 10th. That's really good for an alpha. We appreciate it. Well done. I don't know where even Bottas came.
Bottas, I don't know.
No, well done to Bottas because now he
Yeah.
is seen as the number one driver, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and it's not good for him.
Unless Zhao shows him up and then he's now back to number 2 again. And then he's coming to retire.
Shows up Valtteri Bottas, which I don't think he will. I think Bottas is a good, I'll only say this once. Bottas is a good driver.
We should record that.
We have!
Well, yeah. I don't think Joe will be.
And then also just final thoughts before we go on to our last bit of the show. Let's spare a thought for the memory of Aston Martin and McLaren.
Stop that! What did Aston do?
They came in, I think they're...
Afi, you need to think about Stroll retiring soon. Hulkenberg came in, brand new, and outplaced Stroll. It was not impressive.
It's the Mercedes engine. I really think that Mercedes did not develop the engine.
Yes. That and McLaren, but I think also for McLaren in particular, there is more than just the engine that has gone wrong. There are a number of things. I think the car is not there. It's not there.
Some of the engineers had to carry on parts coming in to help support with the Bahrain Grand Prix in our suitcases. That happened.
But it glows. That's what you're coming to say, Afi. But it glows. Afi, get off the stream. I've had this. Why? Anyway, R.I.P. McLaren and F4 and Aston Martin. We gotta leave you.
That car is about as slow as Google Chrome. And if you've seen their rims, you'll get what I mean.
The lagging was so bad that it's probably as bad as what our current stream is doing. Anyway, final thoughts, guys. Let's think about it. We haven't done this in a while, so let's go back and do it. So, final thoughts. How do we feel? First race done and dusted. We have 20-something more to go. Lord have mercy. Afi, take us away.
I think this is going to be a really fun season because we're going to see a new team be the header. Does that make sense? Like Ferrari is the one that we're seeing that's coming off really strong. Because they're doping and they're on steroids. Have you seen their car? Their car looks like it's on.
I think stop that. Okay, next person. Tell them go.
It's a little bit too much of a diet. Put your car on a diet. Lewis Hamilton made that car vegan and now it's thin.
Oh! And by the way, all y'all should watch Bad Vegan. That was hilarious. On Netflix. Again, I digress.
But I'm really excited to see a lot of how many drivers are so talented because I'm pretty sure that like in the 2020 season and the 2021 season we didn't really get to see that because we were so focused on Hamilton and Verstappen. But now we're seeing, is it Magnussen or Magnussen?
Magnussen.
Magnussen, I'm so excited for him. I'm gonna put him on my fantasy team, and also very excited for Zhao. But it's a shame that Lando can't spread his rings the way he wants to at the moment. But I'm very excited for the season, and it's gonna be fun.
Thank you, Afi. Salam.
Okay. So the races, like this, the Middle Eastern races are so late here. Like the Abu Dhabi one was like the Bahrain was like 12 p.m.
Sorry, I want to stop you right there. Mine are at 2 in the morning, so please don't give me shit about how late they go on at. I just miss them entirely.
I say, what are hours? Like 6 p.m.
Shut up, Afishika. Shut up, Afishika.
Anyways, so I did fall asleep halfway through it. But other than that, it wasn't because it was boring. I just really needed sleep. But I did enjoy it a lot. I think this new season is really exciting. As a Ferrari fan, at some point in my life. I'm very excited to see them back at the top again. I think they deserve it after all this while. I still don't know how Matteo Binotto did it, but still. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Sebastian Vettel.
Me neither. I actually won't either.
Other than that, I'm really happy to see a different team up at the top. And I think the championship battle between Verstappen and Leclerc is going to be really good. Let me finish! And I can't wait to see Hamilton, like, the Mercedes team just have a resurgence in the middle of the year. And then, like, catch up to everyone. Because then we're going to have a three-way battle, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be great, it's going to be really good. Anyways, that's it. That's it. Oh! Turkish Grand Prix, please.
Yay! Okay. Say.
I think I'm gonna like this new era. Honestly, like it's giving surprises, drama, action. Like if this is the way, I mean, if we got what we got with Bahrain, I'm gonna be so happy. It's good to see Ferrari back on top and Haas in recovery.
Yeah.
Red Bull sucks. I'm sorry to them, Mercedes.
No, they don't. Like they had one reliability problem doesn't mean they suck.
I mean, I'm just saying it sucks for them right now, and Mercedes as well too. But knowing them, they're going to get better by the time Australia rolls around. Now, McLaren, Williams, and Aston Martin, thoughts and prayers. And Alfa Romeo, we're given. They're there. It's good. I think Saudi Arabia were in for a shakeup, but at the same time, a race is the least of the worries right now.
Yep, I totally agree. Well, for me, I want to, like Hunger Games, right? Where like they have the people, the tributes that died, and they do the da 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 da. Yeah, I'm just picturing like Aston Martin and McLaren on that screen, but I'm also picturing like Latifi on that screen as well too. That man's days are numbered. Very numbered.
That's on the tall defender.
No. He like honestly, I just want to just spare a thought for like those that are like really were at the back, because like it's not funny anymore. The fact that Schumacher, who was the one that he was fighting Latifi for at the end of last season, is now placing within the top 10, or like he was 11th, I think, this time around. That's I bet that I know that's down to partly the Mercedes engine. I understand that, but I also think that like there's just Albon's really come back and he's done quite well, in comparison. And so I am thinking about those guys like Latifi and Stroll, those ones that are not being that are just being outperformed by newbies that have come in. It's just but in terms of like the big three, Mercedes fans, we will need a moment, so be prepared for that. Ferrari, there's a full C. I am so happy for you guys. Honestly, I am. Try not to make it too much of a habit. And Red Bull, I'm hoping that the double retirements were a fluke. Kind of. But like, I'm also, I'm not gonna lie, but like, I also do feel for them. So like, I'm looking forward to seeing all those battles as well too. But that's that. I think, Afi, do you have an announcement for us before we end?
Oh, this is gonna break my heart. I can't do this.
Okay, you
I
could.
can't. Okay. I am currently in my final year of high school, so I have the most beloved. I'm currently doing the most beloved diploma program that's out there. It's actually the most hated. It's called the International.
No! Don't give its actual name. They'll come for you. They'll come for you.
No, please give me.
They came for me. They'll come for you. Run!
I need a 45. Anyways, but I'm currently studying for my final exams. And then I'm hoping to apply to uni with those scores that I get. And this program is quite rigorous. And I hate myself for signing up for it. And due to how much work I need to do, I'm going to be off Goss for a bit. I'm not completely sure when I'm going to leave. This could be my last show, or the next show could be my last show, but that'll be announced on our social media if I'm off or not. But it's been a pleasure to be with you guys for the first show. This was a lot of fun. And thank you to those who joined, and to those who didn't join. Please watch the rest of the video on YouTube. But it's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I got to do this with you guys, and I got to talk about F1 with everyone in the comments as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys probably after my exams.
Which will probably be after the Miami Grand Prix, or something like that. It's somewhere in May.
So it will be after the summer break, I believe, is when I'll join you guys.
No, it won't be that. It will be before the summer break. It will be, there is a race, I think it's after Spain or something like that. Let me grab the calendar.
No, so that it is after the summer break. Okay, thanks guys. That was my announcement.
Okay, well, that being said, so that means Selim, who is usually going to be our behind-the-scenes guy, is stepping into Affy's role. So you will be seeing way more of Selim during this time. We're excited and thrilled and glad that we're not going to have someone very annoying and loud and wrong on our show.
Yes,
No, Affy, that was towards you. But that's pretty much it. This was a fun show. Sorry about the lagging. We will get that sorted for the next show, which we are hoping.
Wait. No. I want to make a comment on what McAfee has just said, because he just said Affy DNF. I'm not finishing. I'm going to finish the season. I will finish the season. I'm just taking a break.
Yeah, just like Mercedes. It's taking a break.
Hey. Anyway, please, it's an hour. Let us end.
Right.
So we hope, we don't know if there's going to be a side. I mean, as far as we are concerned, from taping, we will see you next week, Saturday, for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix debrief. If not, we'll see you in Australia, which is where I'm at.
Are you going?
No, I can't afford those tickets, or I need to see. I need to think about it. I really want to. But yeah, anyway, we'll see how it goes. But until then, guys, we will see you soon. We love you guys. We love you, Pit Crew. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you next time for either Saudi or for Australia. Who knows? Bye!